to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by
Why you keep sending that to me?
Good, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Mess around and get pregnant.
This to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
No, it'll be funny.
Getting ready to go as they take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time
just
left,
as hilarious.
Certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right
now
now
it's fun.
trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp
It is.
and at least one practice each week before a game.
Because
more than enough time to string a few
the way you complain about your grandbaby.
Make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
That Al.
Now it's Fields.
Yes.
This is Fant.
Who fault is that?
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
No, it ain't no could be mama.
They'll run with Herbert.
Alright.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Off play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Fields now to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
A while back.
And they weren't able
to
and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we sit, well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you.
Man. No, just never mind, no.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis.
Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now Carr. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got some space here. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point attempt to come here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
Better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Robert Quinn gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You look at the Saints defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Off the play fake, Cousins being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second and 7 from the 20. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins now from the 50. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action. Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Cousins to throw it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Carr now on first down. They'll get this out to Kamara. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On play action, it's Carr. Again, it's Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 yards to go, second down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go now.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Carr now on third and goal. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Saints 48, Vikings nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Kamara up the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Kamara. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Vikings
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. On play action, now Carr sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
93.
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Play fake, Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
White Monday down. 6-18.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
6:37.
Carr now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Carr going to go on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Vikings nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And out across midfield down to the 45.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Madison running on 1st down.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Carr going to throw here. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, the return from his end zone is Grant. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Hey, this is what you get paid for.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice. Obviously, your training camps, your
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, gotta